Sean Diddy Combs, the renowned music mogul, has recently been thrust into the spotlight for reasons far removed from his illustrious career. On September 16, 2024, Diddy was arrested in New York City on charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, and drug-related offenses. Allegations that have since sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry and beyond as they paint a grim picture of a man who has long been a fixture in the music world. Diddy's arrest came as part of a broader investigation into his alleged criminal activities, where, according to the federal indictment, he is accused of orchestrating a criminal enterprise that involved coercing women into sex acts, often under the influence of drugs. The charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution have been confirmed by most of his closest famous allies, dating partners, and staff, including Cat Williams, 50 Cent, Sonny Hostin, Jennifer Lopez, Cindy Rueda, Choke No Joke, Cassie Ventura, Gene Deal, and many more. The indictment details a series of events dating back to 2009, suggesting a long history of alleged misconduct. According to prosecutors, Diddy organized parties known as freak-offs, where women were allegedly coerced into participating in sex acts that were often recorded. These events were reportedly facilitated by a network of associates who helped procure the women and ensure their compliance. The indictment also mentions instances of drug use with bags of pink powder suspected to be narcotics found in his hotel room. Here is what one of his closest ally, Gene Deal, said in an interview on The Dialogue about the mogul's change from good to evil.
I don't want no man to ever go to jail and be leaving their kids behind, be leaving their family behind. You understand? But some dudes belong in jail based on what they do and how they do it. We know that to be true. And it's just this situation, man, when they get down to all the facts and all what happened, he may belong in jail, bruh. And that's not my doing. That's not Cassie doing. That's his doing and his learned behavior from the people that mentored him. Puff wasn't, he wasn't born a monster. You know what I'm saying? He was made into a monster, brother. Do you understand what I'm saying? He was made into a monster from the stuff that happened to him, the things that he had to do. You understand? The things that he had to do to become who he is. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like this, brother. When he was in New York City, he was like that gecko from the Geico commercial. Then he turned and started going, when he lived in Cali and Miami, he turned into Godzilla. I would see him talk about how he using drugs. He was never like that. Smoking cigarettes, smoking weed and everything like that. He turned into something that you could consider a monster, bruh. Then he started doing things to people, you understand, that he learned. That's a learned behavior, bruh. Now, I'm not saying that he may have been doing a couple of things here and there with women, stuff like that in New York, but the things that they're talking about that he was doing, bringing in prostitutes to have sex with his girl and all that stuff like that, that was some crazy stuff to me, man.
What's surprising, and to most fanatics and critics, is the fact that it took so long for Diddy to be arrested, seriously charged, and jailed, irrespective of numerous prior reported cases due to involvement of politicians and high-ranking state officials, including the Fed's secret investigation being in Diddy's freak-off tapes.
When they did that raid, you understand, what they did was, prior to the raid, they reviewed that civil lawsuit. And that civil lawsuit told, Cassie's civil lawsuit was LeRod had already did it. LeRod hadn't did his yet, did he? Did LeRod do his lawsuit before the raid or after the raid?
Oh, before.
Yeah, so what they did was they reviewed both of those civil lawsuits and found that there was some criminal activity in those lawsuits. We spoke that on Art of Dialogue. We spoke about that on your show. I said if they really wanted him, all they had to do was review those civil lawsuits. And once they find the criminal activity in those, they could bring them in. Now, did the Federal Bureau of Investigation in Miami do it? No, they didn't. Did California do it? No, they did not.
Deal's statements have added credibility to the charges and have been a significant factor in the ongoing investigation.
The Southern District of New York, they took it upon themselves and put on that raid and everything based on the information they found in Cassie lawsuit and the information they found in Little Rod lawsuit. But all this is bigger than Diddy. It's bigger than Diddy, bro. Cause you know who else they was doing investigation on during that whole time period? It was the mayor and the politicians in New York City. They turned around and give him the key to the city. All the mayor people that he brought on here in New York City are all resigning. They all resigning. People ain't gonna tie this together, but if you look at it, you have to say, because of Mayor Adams and his relationship with Diddy.
However, following his arrest, Diddy pleaded not guilty to all charges during a hearing in Manhattan, but despite his plea was denied bail and remains in custody as the legal proceedings continue, with the case against him appearing to be strong as prosecutors present substantial evidence, including video recordings and testimonies from multiple witnesses. The case has sparked discussions about the broader issues of power and abuse in the entertainment sector, especially raising questions about the culture within the music industry and the extent to which such behavior has been tolerated or overlooked. Various stakeholders have expressed concerns on social media, among other platforms, highlighting the need for greater accountability and transparency within the industry, which would likely lead to a thorough scrutiny on other high-profile figures and their conduct. With the Diddy's case shading light into the transpirations in the entertainment industry, significant questions remain as to which big fishes gave a hand in the success of the crimes, with superstars like Jay-Z and Beyoncé suspected to be participants.